It's Alex Wilson, your host, and this is a video log where I give you the daily details, all of the great things you can pick up here and there, and how to make your reef successful. Also got the good, the bad, and the ugly. I show you absolutely everything, just whatever comes to mind, whatever I have here today. And so today I've got a Micromusa from Live Aquaria that came in, so let's check it out. Alright, so here's a quarantine aquarium. This is my 20-gallon quarantine, keeping the velvet and ick, especially over here, not to mention anything else on the corals as well, and clams. But the main idea is to keep the ick and velvet out of my main display. And so yeah, I got the order in here from Live Aquaria. However, I was expecting to get the clam as well, and it didn't make it because they just, even before it shipped, they put a note in there saying, oh, we're going to send you this clam, but it's looking pretty bad. So I have to assume that that clam is in fact dead. And so they're not looking too hot right now. The fact that they've lost 2 clams here for me, so I'm just gonna go with the clams that I'm getting from Live Aquaria next week. So I'm getting 2 crochet clams for them, going with those. But because they can be sensitive, I don't know, maybe their suppliers are treating them a little rough, because they're definitely sensitive. They could get roughed up along the way, even if they're aquacultured, aquacultured at wherever they're aquacultured at, how they're treated, during the shipment process. So that's what I'm assuming. And yeah, so let's check out the green Micromusa. He's over here on this side. There he is. Still closed up, looking pretty good. Not a bad frag, but it's, they open up at night. But definitely, yeah, looking for some green Micromusa. Couldn't find some. I don't know why, but found this, guys. Finally found a little bit of them. And I didn't want to buy a huge colony either. They had a couple of them for sale that I wanted to get, just didn't have the space for them in here. They were, a good 4 or 5 inches long, so would have been a big old colony in there. And I moved the Project X Stylo 4 over here. I think it's gonna do a little bit better over there. A little bit less light right here, less flow. So it should get better pulp extension. But like I said, I've had these before, and they start to recede from the bottom up on me. Lack of nutrition. Speaking of which, on this one I'm running the nitrates. I want to keep them at 15, but right now this one is at 29 parts per million, so on the high side. And the nitrates, I dosed them up to 0.2 parts per million, and they were like at 0.04 or so. And the same as my main display. The main display is at 25 parts per million too on the nitrate. And so I'm trying to, just increase a little bit on the no pox. I should bring it straight down, no worries. And use a little bit of that Benepets actually brings it down. I believe it has cornstarch in it, so it's kind of a balanced food that brings down the nitrates and phosphates in the same, because the cornstarch is the carbon source, so that's how they're doing that, I believe. So that's definitely works, though. Definitely adds some food in here. Adds it definitely has a mix of stuff, and definitely kicks off a small cycle, nutrient storm, where I guess where the algae starts kicking up a little bit. The same as the reefoids. So it definitely gets the organic cycle started and going in there, but yet it has the cornstarch like carbon dosing in there to like bring the nitrates and phosphates down, using the bacteria that's in the sand bed. Speaking of which, the sand bed right here, I just threw in there, just trying to get a good seed. I used the live sand right there, Carib Sea Ocean Direct live sand. The idea wasn't so much like a huge denitrifying sand bed and everything. It was just to get the good ocean bacteria that was on the sand and get established in the system. But I've heard It's not the same though as the live rock. Still had problems. Didn't have a quick startup like the live rock does. So highly recommend the live rock. And if I were to do this again, I would definitely probably just do like a real small layer. If I had to put a layer just like 1/4 of an inch on the bottom there, along with on the top of it, the crushed coral. Crushed coral I do like much better. I could stick whatever I want to in there. I could even siphon it, or like that it gets that turns green if I don't mess with it, and sets and doesn't get all of the algae, brown algae. Eventually it turns green like this, and it has the coralline algae starting to take off on it. So there's a shot of that whole bunch right there. Yeah, to move a few things around on there, but they got coralline algae going crazy on the rocks on this aquarium. So that's finally starting to take off, and looking forward to the main display doing the same. And what else? Guess that's it. Did the same thing. Trying to get these guys. It's tough. They got a few of these guys got the receding from the bottom up, like this guy right here. The red devil. Definitely see that white receding straight up. So try to do what I can for it. Give it as much food as I can. I might want to move it and get a little bit more light over here. Move a little bit more towards the center right now. But there it is. Everything else is doing good though. I got the blueberry style 04 there going crazy. The orange digitata. And I guess that's it. Check out the main display. Oh yeah, I put that cable raceway right there. So I got my automatic top off connected to my main display now. So still working on putting the raceways all through the rest of my dining room and everything, but and hook it up onto the quarantine aquarium. But there it is. Here's a shot of the main display. I got the yellow tank today. What's going on, dude? Hey, come on. Alright, now he doesn't want to be the star of the show. Now he's shy. Oh, and he's alright, coming up here. Oh, let's check it out. Okay, come on. See, I'm training this guy to eat Aptasia. That's what he's going to do. He's going to eat all the Aptasia. And then he's going to teach all the other yellow tanks how to eat Aptasia. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we got the Duncan over here, bubble coral. Helio Fun just closed again for a second day, so I think he's fine. Either that or he's dying. If he's dying, I'll have a video where he's dead tomorrow, so check it out. Can't miss it. Or see if it's back. And Acanthophilia looking the same. Looking good. Looking good as always. What else do we got in here? Let's just kind of get a general shot of him. So yeah, you know, I got the coral scrubber underneath, and definitely still got the like browns going on down there. I got the light off right now, but I got it's like this kind of a cyano type of bacteria down there, except it's 100% brown as far as instead of being red. And so, you know, it's not up here, it's just down there. It's weird, and so it should burn out by itself though, so just let it burn out and stop it. You know, because I had the light off down there, and so now I got the light on just fairly recently, so you're doing that. Here's a side shot of these guys, shot of my mushrooms and everything over here. Yep. Yeah, I would get more euphyllia and everything, but just trying to don't know how much space for them. Oh, I don't want to get too many of them and not have space, so gotta have room for the SPS, Nacropore, and everything. So, or in theory, either that or I can kill them off dead. So, alright guys, check back for the next episode and see if everything is dead or alive. Happy reefing. Bye.